Hello.
Okay. So we just had a Skype call with a team from Leiden.
Leiden, yeah.
I presume that's how you pronounce it. And they wanted to discuss ideas with us.
Yeah.
So
it turns out they're quite far ahead compared to us. We're still in sort of ideas stage right now, like you saw on the last video. But they've actually got their idea down. What they want to do is they want to get rid of some of the toxins in the soil on Mars.
yeah, and try and release oxygen as a byproduct of that. So have like a local supply for colonisation of Mars.
So some of the questions we were asking them was how are you going to get Martian soil and things. It turns out they've got connections that they can make a substitute for Martian soil, and they say that Copenhagen's got a Mars chamber.
A Mars chamber, yeah.
So they might be able to use that.
Because we thought about space quite a lot at the beginning, because we've got a lot of physicists on the team, and we were talking about producing oxygen and stuff like that. And so we asked lots of questions like, what are you going to do about the pressure? They then spoke about a previous iGEM team that had looked at Ecola that made a really dark pigment to try and deal with the radiation on Mars, didn't they?
Yeah.
And so they seemed like they thought a lot about it.
Their human practices ideas were also quite interesting. They went for a completely different approach
totally.
to us. They were speaking about talking to politicians on the political implications of the things they're doing. They wanted to, in Leiden they've got an event where all the museums are open and loads of people sing and do shows and things, and they wanted to do
artwork and stuff, wasn't there? Like lasers showing individual bacteria, bio artwork,
an open lab sort of thing, and demonstrate lots of things.
Yeah, they went very adult with it, didn't they? So they were talking about doing a survey as well to try and get what. So they were saying we can use synthetic biology to make biofuel, and do you think that's a good application? What are your feelings towards it? And so then we discussed with them a little bit the stigma and the people's worries about synthetic biology and genetically modified organisms. So then we talked a bit about our human practices and trying to get into schools and teach kids about that to try and get rid of that.
Yeah, because we were more focused on the education, getting rid of the stigma of genetic engineering.
And plugging that gap in between. Before we started iGEM, I had no idea what synthetic biology was. At all, and I'm doing biology. And so if it's as promising a field as it seems, having a generation of kids who don't know anything about it is probably not the best. So we had very different ideas about that, didn't we?
Yeah.
But what I took away from they've got a diverse team as well, which I thought was interesting. So they had something called a nanobiologist, which I didn't know. They've got physicists and statisticians, normal biology, and the one thing they said they didn't have was chemists.
We've got 3 biochemists, so we did talk about maybe a little bit of collaboration.
Yeah,
so
we tried to.
We've made a good link there.
Yeah.
So hopefully something will come of that. So what's the next plan for the next few weeks?
The next few weeks, we've got another Skype call with, is it Newcastle coming out, and they've had links with the Exeter team before as well, so we'll talk to them. And Costa Rica.
Yeah, Costa Rica.
Don't know what they're doing, and that'll be interesting to talk to Costa Rica.
We've got a meeting with Dr. Winlove of Biophysics at Exeter tomorrow, so hopefully we'll be able to look at some of the physical side of the ideas we've got.
That'll be really interesting, because that's a totally different angle, because we talk about genes and proteins and stuff like that all the time.
Yeah, so I think the next couple of days, we've really just got to meet all together as a team and sort of sort out where our ideas are going.
Get it nailed down.
I think that's it for us, isn't it?
Cool.
Bye.
See ya.